So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the money nice than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
Pale.
Fuck it.
It's a pale ale.
Fuck it.
Here's the order. That one's last.
Oh, whatever.
That was the most. I'm just done. This one's last. It's a stout.
It's a big stout.
There we go.
Do you have a bottle opener?
I have like 7.
Perfect. All right.
I have this one. I have this one. I have this one. I have
All right.
this one.
He has a bottle opener.
I have this one.
Do I need to scoot in at all?
If you guys maybe want to squeeze in a little bit, but technically you're all in frame.
I like that. Do you have a bottle opener? Maybe a few.
Several, hopefully.
All right.
For guys who don't use them that often, we collect the shit out of bottle
People
openers.
give us a bunch of stuff, so yeah.
It does happen. Hi, welcome. We're back. Sorry we had to miss the show last week. That was sad, but I was exhausted and basically texted John and went, no.
Matt was gone already, so
You know,
Would have been a long day.
I straight up text John ahead of time and was like, there's probably a good chance this doesn't happen.
and you know, I could have done it by myself. I could have pushed the buttons. I could have sat over here, also talked and drank, but I'm just drinking by myself.
yeah, none of us have ever done that.
Once or twice.
But yeah, so we have a completely foreign beer show that was brought to us by our good friend EB here, and
Hello.
very excited for it.
Yes.
I have no idea what we're drinking. I was trying to figure it out to set it up in order. He just walked in. He got stuck in traffic and, life. So you're going to go on an adventure with us.
Yeah, to Europe.
That's pretty much all Greece.
Perfect, even better.
Nice.
I've had like 0 beer from Greece, so this will be fun.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
Mythos is the only one I actually recognize, and that's the one that's why I told you to put it back, because I'm like, I think I've had it.
It tastes light and crisp, exactly like all of the other European light lagers,
Okay.
Amstel, and all of the other delicious giant company beers.
I'm very excited. This is going to be fun. Hey, Matt, even though we don't really know what one are you most excited for?
I'm going with one with the flip top bottle cap because it's cool.
Of course.
It's the only thing I got to go off of. So,
John?
It's got to be one of the donkeys. There's Crazy Donkey, Red Donkey, or Yellow Donkey. I'll go Crazy Donkey.
I'm going to go with the Big Stout down there. Pretty pumped for it. And the Pilsner. I was like literally one end of the other.
Nice.
Although there might be another Pilsner. I don't fucking know. I barely looked at the bottles. Anyway, what are you excited about?
The Saison or the first one. I mean, yes, I'm excited for the stout, but the first one is very, very local, and the next one is a Saison. And anytime someone's doing a Saison, it means that they're doing something local to them, and that's the flavor I like to find.
Nice. I'm very excited for this. I'm so fucking just like, drinking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you're reading the labels today.
I went Pilsner and Stout, and then the rest of the stuff in the middle was just,
yeah, the donkeys wouldn't seem easy to say.
Yeah.
yeah, you read the rest of the label. All right.
I
Give it your
can't
best
do that.
shot.
When I was trying to figure out what the fucking beer was on one of them, I was just kind of like, all right. Anyway,
You got that translation app on your phone?
I should.
Might need
but
it for Greek.
nope, we're gonna have some fun here. I'm just gonna fuck this Greek up. It's fine. All right. Anyway, so we got some cool shit coming up. I want to make sure and hit some of that at the top of the hour here. First and foremost, Saturday is Full Fest at the Indian Rolling Warehouse. Very, very excited. It's one of our favorite events of the year. I know I've said that with a few, but we do cool events, so it's kind of hard not to be excited.
We do.
But this one's awesome. You literally get to drink beer while also playing bowling. And if you haven't ever played bowling, think chuck football at bowling pins. It's cornhole, but more redneck.
Yes. Invented at the Indy 500.
Yeah. You literally couldn't get more redneck than bowling, and it is so much fun.
That's an event
Guys-
for the Brewers, too. They get
Yeah.
to, like, actually get out there, throw some balls, knock some pins.
And on top of that, there is a tournament for the Brewers that the Two Beerded Guys, I would say play-by-play announce, but it's more just shit talk the fuck out of all of them.
Yes.
And piss off a DJ while we're at it. It's a great time.
Great time. That's my favorite part, is pissing off the DJ.
I'm kind of hoping he
Not
is
the
still
DJ,
there.
the hype man.
Yeah, the hype man. Well, hold on. Hype man. I'm kind of hoping he's there, even though they last year they said that they weren't inviting them back. I'm kind of hoping they did, because pissing him off is the highlight of my year.
Yeah.
We almost have gotten in a couple fist fights. It's fine.
Those are sometimes the best festivals. But
The most recent festival I was at, he was there, and he was doing his little walk around he does beforehand, and he was like naming everybody, and he goes, and the Two Beerded Guys.
He wasn't real thrilled to see us. And
No.
it made me happier. I have a fucking beard hair driving me nuts right now. It's a stray from... I got my beard trimmed Saturday, but evidently there was one spot missed, and it's
I know.
fucking curling over on me. But, yeah, I'm excited. We're going to drink some great beer. Thank you again for coming.
absolutely.
You need to look at my new glass, by the way.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great glass. All of the beautiful crew on the card game.
It is badass. It is from Craft or Die, the Craft or Die Can Cam. Our sponsor makes this glass along with, well, this one, but also a shit ton of the ones we have behind us.
Yeah.
Some of the coolest glasses you can find. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Facebook. Craft or Die.
We're collecting them all.
It's like Pokemon at this point. All right, our first beer. And then I got more shit to tell you about what's coming up.
First beer.
What about any comments?
Matt, do you have any fucking comments?
I do.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Brett Pittsford says, "What's up, Fred,
so
Barney, and Bam Bam?"
Pretty funny.
Which I'm like, oh shit, the
Yeah.
shirt
Kinda
really
works.
does
It
give us
kinda
the
works.
Fred vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
This is actually not the first time this week that he's been called Bam Bam in conversation. So we won't go there.
I don't even know about your bedroom light.
Bam, bam, bam.
All right, so our first beer, because I'm guessing that's all Matt had.
That's all I got so far.
Vulcan Santorini Blonde, made with Santorini honey.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Look at you
superior,
read that Greek.
superior Pilsner, product of Greece, with flavorful. That is an interesting way to write that. All right, flavorful ingredients of exotic hops, fragrant Santorini honey, and essence of citrus medica leaf, a fruit brought to Greece from Persia by the army of Alexander the Great. And then they write it the exact same thing again in Greek, and wow.
Give it a shot.
Hieroglyphics A Z. Yeah,
It's all on tap too. I think they might even have the description if we punched through it. But
it's right there.
yeah,
Crystal clear with decent head, malts and honey in the aroma. Has a tight and fine carbonation. Feels very fresh, light honey sweetness.
Tight and fine.
Tight and fine.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Excited now. Damn.
Yeah.
She pretty. That is clear as a Sunday morning. Good Lord.
And that seemed to be a lot of what they were selling
Pass that on over to her,
was
would you?
was really clear, light, bright stuff.
Easy like Sunday morning. I could have used this Sunday morning this weekend. Holy fuck. Instead of a 7% IPA handed to my ass.
Yeah. How'd you kill that keg, though?
That was Matt's. I was like, where the fuck did that
There you
glass
go.
go? You're rocking the Dead Brewery glass.
Oh.
Good.
Too soon.
Close to my heart.
Smells fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
5% ABV. I love the bottle art.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Classy colors.
That nose is awesome.
Green glass, very pretty, but less practical. But if you're drinking it fast, which
Yeah.
that is
light, smooth, easy. That's you can drink that pretty quick.
A little bit of bitterness in the back end. Balance is nice.
It still has that nice Pilsner bitter.
Yeah.
That honey gives it a nice sweet without being like over the top malt sweetness. It's
Right.
just a little hint of sweetness.
Hint of sweet.
That is pleasant.
Yeah.
That is an all day drinker right there. There is not a green bottle in the world that would survive long around me in that one. That's one of those you drop a couple cases in the fridge and all of a sudden a week later you're going, where the fuck did all my beer go?
Right.
I only had one a day. Bullshit.
I mean, it felt like one. No, I think it's spot on. The carbonation is nice. It's crisp. It's clear.
It's tight and fine.
tight and fine.
Sure.
Love
head.
tight and fine. Great head.
That was a great head on that beer too. I mean, that was a pleasant drinking experience.
And we all finished very, very, very quickly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's too much. I draw the line at that.
That's the line.
It's where it came.
Hey, you know, when it's amazing, sometimes you finish quick, all right?
It's the best of us.
When the good shit's good.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, that was definitely worth the points.
All right. I think very pleasant, easy drinking. I'm gonna go 3.75 on it.
EB?
Let's go 4, 5, 4.5.
Yeah, I'm 4.5 as well.
Okay, fair enough.
Just a reminder for everybody, everything's out of 5.2525 quarter increments. We check into everything on Untapped live. Sorry, I was in the middle of talking. Matt was asking me a question. We do everything live on Untapped, so when we score it, it's going to go right into there. We take the average of the 3 people on screen. We do have a couple lovely people, one lovely person and Matt in the background.
Yeah, that didn't sound right at first.
And so on occasion, I'll remember to ask him. It's not going to happen every time. Fair warning. But the 3 scores on average up here are the ones that will count and go into here. So, John, what does it average out to?
4.25.
Perfect, which means it is seek out. Anything above 4 is seek out worthy. 3 is that perfect average beer. So 3 to 4, still above average, but not quite seek out. Under 3, that 2 to like 2.75. Now we're in the it's maybe something's a little wrong with it. It's still very drinkable, very crushable a lot of times. But
It didn't quite work.
yeah. Under 2, now you're starting to get into, I paid for this. Go ahead and fucking finish it. Yeah. Under 1, now you're in drain pour quality, but mama didn't raise no bitch on this show and we drink our beer.
That's right.
But other than that, that's the scoring system. Follow along, and you said 4.25?
4.25.
Perfect. Bottle. Untapped at home. Check in. Boom.
Done.
Vulcan Blonde. That was a fun way to start off, no matter how wrong John was with his score. Matt, what would you have given it?
I was gonna go 4.25 actually. So being right as I typically am.
Shocker.
Yeah, like that's good enough. Like the Pilsners, lager stuff. I'm like, beer flavored beer, but that one really does stand out, and it's so smooth drinking. Like that's a good fucking beer.
And the lovely lady.
Yeah, I would give it a 4. I think the honey really makes it. That honey note makes it.
I'd choose other Pilsners before that one.
I don't know. That's pretty high on my Pilsner list now. She's pretty. All right. I wonder how my Boilermakers are doing right now. That's why I had to go with the Purdue shirt today.
Yeah,
You know?
boiler up.
Yeah, we started today. Season college basketball starts. My life, my happiness is now consumed by what my Boilermakers do to me, which means it's gonna probably
Not
suck.
good
It's
things.
fine.
Yeah, danger.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll make the tournament, but we're not.
Time for it.
We don't have a
Have
mount.
J-Way.
We don't have a mount. Get out. We do not blaspheme Coach Matt Painter.
During the season.
We do not blaspheme Coach Matt Painter.
Okay. See you here in 30 years when he's gone as far as he can go.
He literally was in the national title game.
Okay.
Literally.
It was great.
You're right. That was as far as he could go. It's the last game of the year.
I have my theories about why we made that game, but we'll have to
Because we kicked the shit out of most teams. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think they were supernatural.
This is solo, I believe.
Oh my god. All right. So our next beer is the.
Praise Zod.
That is not the
I
right
think
one.
it's solo. I could be wrong.
Thanks, man.
I get you.
Appreciate it.
Solo.
Fuck this shit. All right. Cretan Craft Saison. Good beer is human right. Is a human right. Sorry, my thumb was blocking it.
Good beer, human right.
He is really butchering that.
A rustic classic Belgian ale with tropical fruit aromas, high carbonation, and refreshing character, awarded the bronze medal in International Beer Cup 2017. Pair it with seafood and or Mediterranean cuisine.
I can see that.
Wow, a beer from Greece. They want you to pair with Mediterranean cuisine. Couldn't have imagined.
That would go good with that couscous salmon I had today.
Yeah, probably would have.
Yeah.
It is 6.5% ABV. So, let's do this.
Let's try it.
Little
Sounds
sediment in the bottom. That'll be fun. All right.
Did it say what fruit or it just said tropical fruit?
Said tropical fruit. Nope, just tropical
Just
fruit.
tropical fruit.
What kind of fruits were you eating while you were over there, Evie?
They liked to have
No, that one.
mango, papaya, dragon fruit. They had prickly pear growing.
Sounds good.
Love
me a good prick. Oh, wait, what?
Hey.
Explains a lot.
There's your bottle cap.
Thank you.
Since you brought these from Greece, I'll actually let you keep them this time.
Ooh, Matt's not going to like that smell.
Uh-oh.
That's not.
Matt doesn't like sours or funk. He calls it dirty feet beer.
I understand.
This one's not too off-putting on the nose.
Yeah.
It's got some funk there, but it's not like punch in the face.
This is from Iraklio, Greece, is where this place is.
Solo. Yep. The main city on the island of Crete. That's where the airport is.
There's something.
I like it.
I do.
That's just a different, unique taste on it.
That's a pretty approachable level of like sour or tart there. That's not
It's a
overwhelming.
little bit mustard seed.
Oh.
I don't know.
The head has its own kind of fragrant
And flavor.
level. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's almost like a creamier, sweeter flavor, and then you hit the beer, and you're like, oh, that is not what the head tasted like.
No.
It's like when you're giving it head, and you all of a sudden, like, well,
That's true. That's true.
that pineapple flavor.
Tropical fruit. Rotates seasonally.
Papaya.
I'm not wrong.
The more I drink it, the more I can't decide if I like it.
I'm a little torn.
I started off like, oh, they're pretty, but I think it was more the difference made me like, oh yeah, that's cool, it's different.
It
The more
is
I drink
different.
it's not as
was-
pleasant a drinking experience as I
It
expected
was
from it.
it was kind of pillowy to begin with, and it settled into not quite pineapple juice.
It was real stinky for me.
I got kind
Okay.
of funk.
What? I trust your funk a lot of times.
It was, like dirty hippie stinky, like a little of that skunky, hoppy, which is hard for me to get past sometimes. But I agree that the flavor was incongruous with the smell.
It did.
Something didn't match up.
It was too much going on. For what should be a simple style, saisons are very simple. They are.
Well, so to me, a saison, because usually my saison brain is Orville, and so there's both a simplicity and a complexity because
Yes.
you've got the young and the old.
But it all blends when you're drinking it.
Right.
The flavors felt like the whole time they were fighting each other.
So it's super young.
So, that's fine, but a saison should be able to be drank right away. It should be able to be drank 2 years from now.
I do have a lot of pineapple at the end of that, like on the
On the exhale.
on the tongue.
Yes!
So funny.
What do you think, John?
I can't get that mustard seed out of.
Because that's.
I'm gonna be honest. Don't remember what mustard seed tastes like. So It's been a long time since I've used mustard seed in
So-
anything.
so-
Forte Ray.
I didn't want to go stone ground mustard
Yeah, because it's not quite.
because it's not quite there.
It's not spicy enough for it all the way.
Right. But, yeah.
The last time I had a mustard was like a mustard beer was a mustard IPA from Forte Ray.
All right, so you're first to score. Thank God.
The last time I had a mustard beer was Listerine Pride.
And that wasn't on purpose.
Let's go. I mean, I would say that's a 3.5 for me.
I might be the low one this time. 2.5. I think the flavors fought too much to get above a 3 for me.
I was going to go 2.75.
So it's a 3 hour?
Probably a 3. You said 3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3 hour.
It's 3 average.
Yeah. I was like, fairly certain.
Yep.
Our spinner's getting worn out, I think.
Getting a little unhappy.
we're I can hear it knocking all the
Little
time
click,
now.
click.
It makes me smile. It's gotten some work.
Our $20.
That's
And it's been a great $20 investment.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Moving on.
That was an interesting beer.
That was interesting.
That was an interesting beer. I'm glad we drank it.
Yeah.
It's definitely one I'm glad we drank. Because that's not a flavor profile I've really ever had.
No, and I like the uniqueness of it, and I wanted to give it some credit there, but ultimately, in the end, it didn't work for me.
I'm expecting this to be a little bit more
Cool boy.
indicative of their work. Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Why
I
not?
was
Okay.
expecting this to be a little more indicative of how their workhorse style in general goes. So this is a big Imperial IPA.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And
thought the
big
last one was
is 8%, I believe.
It's also solo, by the way. So
Yeah.
solo is a common name on these.
No, there are 3 solos. From Solo is the brewery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know that.
Well, this is Solo.
Oh.
That is the Greek for Solo.
I thought it was Epsilon.
For a country that speaks a lot of English, I'm going to need them to just focus on that. Kidding.
They're pretty good
Mostly.
generally.
So this is Foriaris, Cretan Craft Imperial IPA. Good beer is a human right. Got it right that time.
I like the first read
Damn
better.
straight.
While already proud of our IPA, we desired an even greater, even stronger, even more aromatic beer. This is what our Imperial IPA is all about. A forceful IPA with massive body and explosive taste.
Didn't we learn imperialism is not good for you?
I
I'm
was
so
also
happy right now.
I was also kind of like, yes, bring this this flavor
I'm-
to the Americans.
I'm ready to run through the fucking wall for this beer right
Right?
now. Like, it's got me amped.
Right?
10% ABV, 100 IBU.
That was the ABV, not the IBU.
Now, what did you think of the last one? Did we ask you?
We did not.
Did we care?
Kind
No. Go ahead, Matt.
It was interesting. I appreciated that it was different and unique, and I kind of liked some of the flavor, but there was like the flavor transition of like when you first started to drink versus like the finishing of the flavor. And there was something in the middle that I didn't quite like, but I liked the beginning and the end. So I would give it like a 3 1/4 because it definitely was original, different, and I'm definitely glad we tried it. It was fun. It was cool to try it. I just don't know if I would drink a whole lot of that one.
Yeah.
It's one of those beers that, like, again, yeah, I don't necessarily think I want it again, but at the same time, I'm really fucking glad I tried it.
And I can say we've had several beers from Greece tonight that I never would have thought.
And Brett said it doesn't look massive. Actually, your hands are small.
They're also slightly smaller bottles than we're used to. I think.
All right.
That smells like a.
So this is
Oh,
the same ABV and IBU of Scarlet Lane's Blood Axe,
Okay.
but it's obviously missing the blood orange and the honey. So I'm hoping to actually get some of that IBU.
Okay.
I'm guessing I do by his face.
It's
Ooh, I like the nose.
Oh.
Hey, Evie, give me some of yours.
Okay.
Very light pour. I mean, I know I'm off camera, but
sure.
he said splash
I like
because she insulted Matt Payne. That was a Matt Payne.
Oh, you're lucky you
insult
got
for
in.
her. Like I saw you.
After that insult, you're lucky you got it.
Give me a real pour next time.
Here, scooch
Get
that
taste
over.
in coaching next time.
Scooch that over.
I'm still a Purdue fan. Jesus Christ. Been one for longer than you've been alive.
Anyway, so also coming up for us, we have the Two Beerded Guys comedy on tap. Very excited for that. November 26th.
Whatever that Saturday is. I think it's 25th.
Chris, what was 26th?
I don't know.
23rd?
You'll see it on the when we go to break.
23rd.
23rd. Yeah,
That's
23rd.
a Saturday.
November
Yeah,
23rd at Primeval Brewing. We have 7 comedians that are going to be there. 2 great headliners. We are excited for this. It'll be our foray into comedy. Don't worry, the jokes aren't coming from us.
No.
The jokes are on us.
We hired professionals to do that.
Yeah.
But we are
Or semi-pro.
we are extremely pumped for this event because it's the kickoff to it, right? We have Grand Junction coming up in a couple months. We have Field coming up in a few months, with a few more on the way after that, and we're very excited for what's lined up for the comedy series, the Two Beerded Guys Comedy on Tap.
Yeah, give it a shot, see how it goes. Just have some fun, if nothing else. So.
Exactly. So there's still a handful of tickets. Links are on our page, or you can go to Indiana on Tap. Look up Two Beerded Guys Comedy on Tap. It'll be on there as well. And were you able to get the link for the half?
No, yes. If he wants to, I don't know if he can copy and paste it. I don't know if he can paste it in the chat, but
It didn't really work on the split caster, I think.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, give her some.
No, I'm fine. I'm really fine. It's really okay.
I don't think she is. She's lying.
that's the total lie.
Don't give me more of an IPA.
That was really fucking tasty. Not as bitter as I expected by
Yeah, no kidding.
EB's face.
My 100 IBUs. Well, I can taste it.
Oh, I could taste it. It just wasn't
It's
as
actually, yeah.
it wasn't as front hitting as I expected by your.
Ow. It hits in the right spot for me to remember.
I enjoyed that. Soft without being pillowy. I get tired of pillowy IPA, so it's nice not having that, in my opinion. Little sweet. Not quite as sweet as a lot of American Imperials, which I thought was
True.
also great.
True. That was a saving grace.
That was kind of nice, not having that like sweetness rammed down my throat.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. No, I actually, my favorite so far. I really enjoy this. It's got that sweetness to it without being overly cloying. But also for 100 IBU, I've had a lot of 100 IBU beers that this is way better than.
That was very good.
I like to age stuff that is high alcohol, high IBU into old barley wines where the hops are completely fallen out. Are my love. I'm good.
You're good. It's another IPA up next.
I didn't realize
And I'll do a little small water rinse. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that beer. I really am.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Two Bearded Guys like, good job, John.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Yep. I don't know if I can click on it, but
Scoring wise, I enjoyed it. I would look for this again if I could. I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's a very pleasant beer.
I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go 4 1/4.
I would go down to 3, but that's because it's not. It's too young for me. The hops are too much of a problem.
It's either a 3.5 or a 3.75.
A lot of people love it. A lot of people that's an old
3.75.
old school IPA that probably tastes to a lot of people like.
Heaven.
I was gonna say like old arrogant bastard. That's
I
nicely
could see that.
aged. And I have a lot of memories of the hop escalation wars in Indiana, just grinding bad hops.
Yeah, none of us actually doing good at any of them.
There were gems, but there was a lot of
Misses.
hog swill to Pac-Man your way through.
It was just
What'd you think?
face off.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because I'm pretty hop sensitive, and I liked it a lot. I liked it way more than you did. And
Which is a surprise.
Yeah, because I'm usually anti-IPA, but Imperials are a little different.
Now, she thinks it's the painter comment that got her a light pour. I remember her saying many times that she's sensitive to IPAs.
No,
So that's why she got a smaller pour.
that was my favorite so far. That was like a 4.5 for me.
Oh,
Interesting.
wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Matt, what about you?
I
IPA lover.
I would say 4. That's a solid one that's worth having again.
It's one of the better Imperial IPAs we've had in a while.
Yeah. And I loved how it wasn't overly sweet.
Yeah.
Just a little sweet.
A little bit.
It let the hops shine.
Yeah.
A little sweet.
I wouldn't have believed that it was 100 IBU.
No. Not in a
that
million
was-
years do I think that's
That's sweeter
100.
than that.
I wouldn't have either. I would have said that somebody messed something up in a, like I might have guessed at 90 being a joke, and not have been anywhere close.
All right, we have another IPA. This
Oh,
one is
Crazy Donkey. Let's go to this one.
Also, before we do, we got a couple comments. We got Savannah Porter says, "What's up, boys?"
Savage!
Savage and Cassie Rice Pendleton can confirm. We can click the link.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Speaking of which, guys, make sure you look up Rustic by Rice on Etsy, or you can find her Facebook page by basically looking at any of our recent posts. She is the lovely, lovely lady who designs all of our beer earrings.
Earrings.
So without her, we wouldn't be able to. We wouldn't be able to have the badass shit that we're able to sell, and it's been kind of awesome so far.
Oh, yeah. We always get lots of great comments and feedback on them.
So again, check out Rustic by Rice on Etsy or on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. This, again, is Crazy Donkey IPA by Santorini Brewing Company, established in 2011.
Moving Islands.
Santorini, I think I own that game.
And then 6.5% ABV. That's the last thing I can read on here. Oh, hip, hoppy, kick-ass ale.
Okay.
That's fun.
This one smells way more hoppy.
Yeah, this smells hop, like fresh.
Oh, yeah.
In the face hop.
The Crazy Donkey label signifies the first IPA produced in Greece. Received with enthusiasm by beer aficionados near and far, the Crazy has traveled to Australia, the US,
It must be a real IPA.
Norway, Denmark,
Someone's
Switzerland,
struggling.
and the UK. Large quantities of Cascade and Nelson Sauvin hops yield a plethora of aromatic bitterness, marrying an arguably tropical start to a dry finish for a distinctly different drinking adventure. And it's funny, you notice how I made sure she got the same as all of us this time.
Yeah.
And now she's going to be mad that I gave her the same.
It just makes me more confused about the last one and why it had none of this bad stuff.
Even that's
Solo
not...
was pretty good.
Higher percent ABV also has more sugars, more malt, so that hides a lot more of that hop.
I think it's very pleasant.
Ooh, the nose is really, really bright.
Yeah.
Wintergreeny almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
really bright.
From the smell, I was really scared about this one, but drinking it, it's a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
Oh, I could drink
Again,
this all day.
Nicely balanced.
Yeah, I really like
but
this.
It's not as bitter as you might think it would be.
No.
But it's got a lot of bitterness on the tongue though. There
I
a
got
certain
more
Only-
bitterness from the pills.
Only 50 IBU, and so did I. I've got more bitterness from the pills than I have either of the last two IPAs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's why when you were talking about the hops of the last one, I was kind of like, yeah, sure, EB, whatever.
I didn't get as much off the pills. I mean, I enjoyed the pills flavor, but these last two have been. I can.
That's
feel it.
big gulp worthy,
I
too.
can
I'm
feel
glad
it.
I finished with a big gulp.
Oh,
No.
I'm glad I finished with the big gulp.
Definitely glad I anticipated this one.
I'm slowing. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. This is the last one for the first half of the show anyway, so it's no big, no rush. Or slam it. That works.
He was just listening to the big gulp advice, you know?
Mama didn't ways no quitters.
Oh,
Big
always-
Gulp is good.
I always like Cascade, though. Love the smell of Cascade.
The smell was the first thing I noticed because that was such a bright, enjoyable nose.
Yeah.
It had a little bit of a fresh hop nose, which had me a little worried, like almost green. Wintergreen, that minty kind of smell was
Right,
almost a
right.
very good descriptor. But on taste, it didn't taste green at all.
No.
That tasted very pleasant, very drinkable, very approachable, while still having a little bit of hops and then a big, bold flavor. Only 50 IBU on that one.
I keep coming back to, like, what am I going to score this? And
We don't get IPAs like this here,
No.
especially not in
That's-
Indiana.
I was just gonna ask maybe a weird question, but can
Yeah.
you give us a brewery that's about the same age off the top of your head? Is there anybody that...
How old is this brewery?
2011.
2011.
Sun King.
Okay.
They're like 2010.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought they were. They're not 09.
I mean,
It's still within a
same-
it's still within a
yeah.
couple
Same
years.
time, same-ish
Yeah.
time. I just don't remember if they were that much earlier or not. But
I mean, that's very, very enjoyable. Very, very simple. Very flavorful.
I enjoy the hell out of that. And then the more I sat here and drank it, the more I'm sitting here afterwards and still enjoying it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go 4.5.
The longer I've sat here, the sadder I am that we're out.
Yeah.
Like that little bit's all I got.
Yeah. That's good.
so, just based on the price I pay for it, I'm gonna rate it higher. Guys, just
Dirt cheap.
no.
Oh.
So Island of Santorini, everything is like crazy expensive.
Gotcha.
I got lucky and went at the end of the season, and they were trying to cut me some deals, and it was still €7 a bottle.
It's not cheap. It's not
I don't
cheap.
know what the exchange rate is, but sounds like it might be $10 a bottle.
Roughly, yeah.
Everybody else was significantly more reasonable.
So what are you going to score?
I would say probably a 4.
I'm going to score it higher because of what I paid for it. He scored a 4.5. You scored a 4. That's lower than what he
Higher
paid.
than he would have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was sitting here going,
Higher than I normally would.
Oh, I
because
gotcha.
I have to, because I definitely am getting my money's worth out of my flavors.
to me, that's a 4.5 all day long. So it ends up a 4.25.
Sorry to drag it down.
Very well. Hey, everybody
Yeah.
has a different taste.
Yep.
I mean, John's was very wrong with the Pilsner. So that was another tasty beverage. Matt, what would you have given it? Not that you count, but
Yeah,
I was
I'm
an IPA guy.
gonna roll that one at about a 4. That was pretty good. I would drink that again, but I think I like the last one a little bit better, personal wise. You know, like this is good, but other ones I like better.
And I'm not an APA person, but like a 3.75. I would not be upset that I had a 6-pack of that.
you're on a roll right now.
Yeah.
Am I growing into my IPA powers?
She's
Wow.
it's her IPA era. In honor of Taylor Swift this weekend.
She's funny.
She came to
hops.
town and she got me the hops.
She
I
brought you
guess.
the hops.
She brought her into her new era.
I love it.
Let me tell you this quick little story about a guy named Offscreen Matt who always hated IPAs.
We made him drink hundreds of them, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden
All of a
now
sudden-
he likes them.
Can we get an off-screen Matt resident IPA shirt?
That's how I got into red wine. I was sworn enemies with red wine, and then all of a sudden, that's all I want. So
Yeah.
maybe that's happening with IPA.
There it is.
That's back-to-back tasty beers. I ain't mad at that. Matt, you got something? You started to say something.
Oh no.
Guys, we'll be right back. Make sure you check out the just the picture for Indiana or the Comedy on Tap, and check out the link in the chat if you're interested in buying tickets, which you should because they're only $20 and it's going to be a fucking good time. We'll be right back, guys. They had a pineapple something.
They're gonna be at Full Fest.
They usually are. They,
Yeah.
said they were going to. I mean, Full Fest said they would, but like, I'm not always sure what Robbie says is what's actually happening.
Yeah.
So, the new girl Megan that I've been talking to the most about it, she seems to be on the ball. I appreciates her.
Right.
Is that what you appreciate about her?
I appreciate how much she's on the ball. All right, welcome back, guys. Again, reminder: Full Fest this weekend. Fucking great time. Come out,
Have fun.
have fun.
Throw balls.
Throw balls, drink beer.
Throw balls, drink beer. Throw balls at people. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, most of the people there don't give a shit. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And a full stock bar in case you get tired of beer.
Yep.
So
And the mystery vending machine.
Yeah, we gotta get some mystery beers.
well, yeah, I don't know
Two,
if you noticed.
three,
Every
four,
time I go there,
five.
I get a round for the first round
You
of
do.
mystery beers.
You do. It's a good
Yeah.
time.
It ranges anywhere from Ice House to Keystone Light. Like, and yes, that was from low to high quality, in case you're wondering.
But it's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It really is. It's a fun event. You get to watch brewers act like children because they actually get to like
You mean like normal?
play and participate.
Have fun.
This is the first beer I should have been tilting.
Wow. No, that's pour hard.
Ah.
Well, it's a little harder.
He always pours
It's a little
hard.
harder to measure when you're pouring hard, but
Oh, Jim Monroe jumped on and says, "Looks like my timing is
dude?
off."
what's
Got
up
here
here?
just in time for break. Yeah, he normally is like the end of the show. Like, so what's up, Jim? You're way early.
Well, no, if he just got here, that
I
means he's
know.
late. He's usually on the whole show. He just doesn't talk to us till the end.
Oh, you really gave us a frothy head on that one, Tyler.
It was the beer, dude.
Yeah.
That thing came out heavy. All right, so
Good.
Red Donkey, not Crazy Donkey. This is Red Donkey. I have not pulled it up yet on my phone. That whole break didn't do shit. That's fine.
One job, bud.
Red Donkey. This one's easy to find though.
Donkey.
I'm a big fan of Santorino Brewing already, just because like, well, if the internet would cooperate.
Yeah. it is.
It's very easy to find on here because their names are Crazy Donkey, Red Donkey, Yellow Donkey. There's not a lot of other people naming their beers that.
Right.
Oh.
So Red Donkey is a red ale, 5.6% ABV. That is literally all I know about it because the
tracks.
internet's taking a giant dumpster fire right now on me.
Do you think they have a unicorn donkey?
Wow.
5.5%.
Unicorn
I
donkey.
mean, we can hope.
I bet that one's fire.
What the fuck? Evidently that did not charge.
That's why I was groaning and grunting. It's just low battery.
This is supposed to be a red ale.
That's what it says.
Yeah, and I mean, a red can be a little hoppy, but this is light, I would say.
Red Donkey formulated with a combination of malts, specifically chosen to produce its chestnut hue, utilizes a different collection of hops, including Aurora and Styrian Golding from Slovenia, Citra from Washington, and Nelson Sauvin from New Zealand. They just bounced all over the fucking globe.
They did, yeah.
This is
I like that one.
Awakened by an alternative type of Belgian-style yeast, the result is fruity, full-bodied, and richly colored. Also available in a champagne-style bottle to complete the elegant offering, bound to enhance any fine dining experience.
okay, but just like somebody in like a tuxedo coming up with this bottle of it to the table.
I
and
kinda
it's
like
called
it.
Red
Let's see.
Donkey.
Have a red donkey for yourself.
With the towel over the forearm.
You
know?
normally have to go to Juarez to get the Red Donkey.
Who ordered the red donkey?
Well, it shut off again, but perfectly with the label. Like they couldn't have accidentally done that any better.
Right?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
That color is
It is a little.
That's a little
almost
hazy.
A little, yeah, it's a little light almost.
That is not a traditional red, but I'm not mad at
I was
it.
gonna say, what do we think about this? Like, with it being a red and like
that
what
is
it
effervescent as fuck. No wonder they also put it in a champagne bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it is fruity, kind of stone fruity almost in a way.
That is not a red ale I've ever had.
No.
This reminds me more of like Magic Hat number 9. Do you guys remember that? Like,
Yeah, I do remember that beer.
Kind of like apricot that it
The
had.
fuck
going.
do you remember that?
Wow.
I used to drink the shit out of that.
Early Fat Tire before they switched into like a darker malt.
It is so effervescent.
It is. It is bright.
I now understand why it had that head. It wasn't. I don't think I could have poured it without having that.
Yeah.
That is a red ale only in color.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of malt. Like to
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
That is very hopped, like flavor hops.
Floral, fruity.
Very floral, very fruity, very stone fruity, John. Almost like it's trying to be a farmhouse.
I'm so confused.
Well, Belgian.
Yeah.
Belgian yeast.
Yeah, the Belgian yeast. You can tell that's kind of
All right, yeah.
something thrown.
That is an interesting fucking beer.
It's almost so to me. A lot of times, the problematic part of the big IPAs is when I can feel it, the oil on the back of my mouth,
Okay.
like I'm hitting,
These bubbles.
like I've been hitting the bubble a little bit too hard, and you get that extra coating on your mouth, and you're like, yeah. It's that kind of coating for me on beers that is a problem because I worked in a homebrew shop and drank a lot of bad IPAs.
Yeah.
It's like a fizzy lifting drink.
I don't know what to make of this.
Yeah,
Am I supposed to judge this as a red ale?
that's. I want to ask you, like, I feel like
a
if
Belgian red.
you're holding this to like a red standard, I don't know if I'd score it as good as it tastes.
It didn't say it in.
It's not an Irish red. It's
It's not
not
an
an
Irish
English
It's an
red.
American
It's a
red.
Grease red.
It's a American red. So I feel like
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
Or their style is American, English.
I'm
stolen,
basically going to try and just grade it as if I didn't know it was a red and just, is this beer good?
Bob Couch
It's
go.
really like a red pale ale.
yeah.
That's also like a farmhouse. That's also
little
like
bit.
a champagne. That's
Yeah.
also like a
Well, so that's just the good version
with a little
of that,
IPA with
potentially.
a little bit of barley wine ass
What
stuff.
what if that's just the good version? What if that is just the best flavor of that you can possibly get?
I mean, that's the thing. Is like I'm not mad at it in any way, shape, or form. EB, you're first to
Yeah,
score.
I've never had anything taste like this that's beer to know how to even try to score or correlate it to anything else.
I'm gonna go with a 4.
This is just unique as fuck.
Yeah.
Fun as shit. I can't make a comp. Like, there's no comp to me like that I've ever had. That
I think
there's
a
some bits
4.
and pieces, but not like a direct. Excuse, that's gonna be annoying.
Yeah. Yep.
And if it wasn't for that, it'd be a 4.75. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
All right. Gotta enjoy that.
I enjoy the hell out of that thing.
Yeah.
It's good. No, just
What the fuck is it?
I will split that difference. I'll go 4 1/4.
okay.
Fucking unique.
Fucking weird as shit.
Yeah. I'm mad at it. I'd almost expect something like that from Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave me some funky red from Freedom, but even though it's not funky, I don't know. I don't know.
I think for weirding out the tourists, because Santorini, there's 15,000 people who live on the island just most of the time. Every day during the summer, that doubles, triples, or quadruples based on
Yeah.
people, just tourists rolling in. And pretty much everything that they bring to the island has to be shipped in. So
It's expensive.
it's expensive, it's expensive to produce.
Like
and,
Hawaii.
And to me, it seems like you have to have a pretty solid product if you're going to be,
Yeah.
Going through all that.
yeah.
That is
And they do. I've enjoyed these donkey people.
Was this like at a show of some sort?
No, that's a Juarez.
From the Isle of Crete.
This is Santorini.
Oh, Santorini. Sorry.
Oh god.
From Santorini.
That was
Now to
Greece is
Yellow
Tijuana.
Donkey.
oh boy. That was good. That was good. Alright, so our next one is the last of the donkey series.
Before that, just because Brett had this on
Go
here, I
ahead.
had a chance. He said the burp from earlier, Talia, that was as useful as the G in lasagna.
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 Yeah.
Alright, so this is Yellow Donkey from Santorini Brewing Company. 5% ABV. Yellow Donkey relies on a mixture of hops, including Aurora and Styrian Golding from Slovenia,
Okay.
Cascade from Oregon, and
Okay.
exotic Motica from New Zealand, which produces a refreshing citrus taste,
God, I would
as
like
well
this one.
as contributing natural antioxidants and antibacterial elements.
Well, see, that's important.
Slightly bitter tones refine and invigorate the overall flavor, creating the perfect accompaniment for a meal by the sea, relaxing at the beach, or hanging out at a favorite watering hole.
They didn't say what style?
Pale.
It's a pale ale.
Let's pale up. Okay.
Fucking donkeys.
This would go great
That
with,
sounds wonderful.
you know,
I'm keeping
Fucking
this
some
donkeys?
Mediterranean salad. Okay.
The other one matched it, so you already had
I
one.
know.
I actually hit that too, so
You did, actually.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
proud of
I'll have to
myself.
go find that one later.
I'm pretty proud of myself. Oh, fuck. I underpoured the shit out of that one. There we go.
I want there to be some kind of like, we mix this with 12 Horses Winery, and then you have some kind of mule drink.
That's fair.
And then you have to have like ginger beer in there too, right? Like,
Yeah. Top with a ginger beer flavor.
All right.
It's a mule.
My bad, sir. Shortage on that one.
Okay.
There you go.
There's that there.
All right. Take down the red donkey.
Santorini Brewing Company.
Put up the yellow donkey.
I'm a fan.
All the donkeys.
That smells like a pale.
Another great nose.
this might be a little bit of a stretch here, but instead of like paint with all the colors of the wind, could you drink with all the colors of the donkey?
What color is crazy?
Silver, right? This is like the most standard of the three that we've had from them.
Yep.
I'm almost disappointed
It's
by how
good.
well-made standard IPA it is. Or
Right.
pale ale it is. Like, it's just a well-made pale ale, and I'm almost like,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck, guys?
Right,
Right. Some weird
seriously.
shit in the last two.
Where's the curveball?
Piss off, motherfuckers. I need something weird here.
Dude, you just make a standard fucking great beer.
Yeah. It's
Assholes.
delicious. It's
Nothing stands out about this. Other than it's fucking delicious.
It's clean. My first thoughts drinking all three of their beers, really.
Well,
Yeah, you're
have
just
been-
like looking at it too.
Well,
like it's
the red was a little.
Oh, it
a
was
little
hazy
cloudy.
looking,
Right.
but the taste, the flavor profiles
right,
are so crisp, very
Yeah.
clean, very just done well. There is no like muddledness of the way they do things.
And EB, we're gonna need to start using your diaphragm when you're talking, buddy. Ryan Umbach says,
Oh, no.
"Give that cool ass guest you got a mic. He's listening on Bluetooth at the brewery. You can't hear him.
Oh no!
Much better.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Fuck you, Ryan.
Yeah, you medal-winning bastard.
Good job, by the way.
Shout out Field Brewing.
Ooh, what was it you won at? Or what did you win with? I should.
They
say.
were at Great American Beer Fest and they won for their pickle beer.
I was gonna say, was it the pickle?
It was.
Ryan showed up with his pickle, huh?
They got a medal. I think they got a silver for the pickle, didn't they?
I mean, it's a little small, but yeah.
It's either bronze or silver. But
So you're one of the two.
either way, big shout out. Winning a GABF medal is nothing to shake a stick
Yeah,
at.
yes, man. And that is like a very outstanding pickle beer. There's only so many we've had, but that one is still different.
It's like a fresh
among them.
canned fucking
Yeah.
cucumber. It's like it's
Yeah.
that good
So
fucking
refreshing.
natural. Grandma canned this shit. Like,
Yeah.
Crispy,
Absolutely
oh
delicious.
god, I keep belching from that last one.
All the effervescence.
All the
All
effervescence.
the effervescence.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry, before we score this, what would you two have given the last one? Because that's actually a really cool one to know on.
The red.
Yeah.
The red.
Like 4.5, 4.75. That was
Yes!
Oh,
That's my
whoa.
favorite.
Okay.
4.75.
Matt?
I don't really know how to score that one
None of us did. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
because
But we're all
like,
above a 4, so.
on the drinking experience,
We were
that
throwing
was
darts at the board on that one.
that was fun. It was interesting. It was different. It was unique. It was good. Like there's nothing like to hold against it. But I'm also like I've never had anything like that. And if I'm like, well, a red and that's not what I would perceive to be a red if I grabbed that off the shelf. But that was fun. I really enjoyed that one. I'm gonna give that 4.5.
I love how nobody gave a score for that beer that didn't sound a little bit like a question.
Like, am I too low? Am I too high? I'm gonna stay here, and if someone disagrees with me, I might agree with them.
Yeah, you can talk me down, but I think that's probably where that's. We've had some others before. Where like that's an experience beer. That was an experience beer because that was so different, so very.
That would be a fun one to be like
That's a good one to
I
have.
want
and
some
share,
bottle
like we
share,
did.
like
Yeah.
bottle share style. Just like
I'm gonna go smoke. Can we recreate this?
it'd be even better if we had it in a champagne bottle.
Yes.
And kid walk up to a bottle share and just be like,
All right, everybody.
would you like the red donkey?
Who ordered the red donkey?
Yes, I'll
Craft
take
Brewers
that.
Conference is next year in April.
Yeah, we really got to work on their marketing
April,
for him
May.
on that. Have John show up in that shirt
Maybe
with a
a
towel
little
over his
people.
arm.
Yep, perfect. That's the ad. Cut, print.
John in that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's town.
Who ordered the red donkey?
Yeah.
That's as American as we're ever going to get.
Hell's yeah.
But back to this beer, which is the important one right now because it is what we just drank.
Damn it.
That is a good fucking pale ale.
It was
Yeah.
solid, and it would go great with a ton of food.
Or beaches.
Indeed.
Or watering holes.
This is
Or
definitely
bitches.
one I would love to sit and have, like, sit with a salmon, sit with something like that, and just be happy as shit.
Yeah.
Like, there would be no, like, a good piece of swordfish would be great. Like, I'd just be
Steak of the sea.
You know what? I'm gonna go yellowfin.
just for the yellow donkey.
Ah, I see what you're doing there.
That's another great fucking beer. I'm having trouble scoring this one though because like, did they mess up when they made this? Is that why there's no like normal like weird shit?
Yeah.
I gotta give it a 4. Like that's a seek out pale ale. I don't seek out pale ales typically. I seek out IPAs, but not just regular old pales. It's a fucking seek out pale.
I'll
John?
join you there. I'll go to
Same.
4. Yeah.
Same.
It's 4.
Like
That's
fuck
my-
you, Santorini.
Yep, that's where I am. And same with the first one was also Santorini. That was my happy place between them all.
So when did you make this trip, EB?
The first part of October.
Okay.
Oh, so pretty recent.
Yep.
Yeah. My my mom has ALS. She's starting her processes of let's get all the vacations and all of the things set up now while we can, and so this was her big trip for the year. I took the first half and my dad took the other half of October, and we took a vacation.
I love you guys are able to do that with her.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That is a big thing for your family, for her. Fucking awesome that you guys are able to do that.
Yeah.
And also, even better that you could bring us beer. So, it's a win-win for me.
Appreciate the share. Ryan says, few things are as enjoyable as a great pale ale.
That was very, very good.
I would have said that this was pretty American of a pale, even though it could have also kind of skewed a smidge English German, but I guess what Germans consider a pale, because it was aggressively hopped, is how I would have.
But even with that,
called
like,
that.
again, the hoppiest, most bitter thing I've had today is the pills.
Yeah, none of them have been like angrily bitter or anything
No.
like that. Even the 100 IBU was like, oh, this is very
Oh, it's definitely
easy
not a lot of
drinking,
bitter
like-
hops when they did these ones.
I
They,
think I like Slovenian hops.
right.
Yes, that you and everybody across the world. There's a reason the Germans took. Well, there's a reason
Stop
the
there.
Germans- Hey, Budweiser runs the world. Don't look at me. Bud Miller Coors.
All right.
Did I choose wisely?
I'm
He's
I'm
cradling
just
it like
excited
it's
for the
precious.
bottle. No. All right, this is Veldensteiner's Neuhaus Pezwickel Keller beer. 5.4% ABV. Established in 1929, this brewery was.
It's a good run.
It's a little bit old, some would say. There's a whole lot of words I can't read on the back.
It's good German.
And the check-in on Untappd doesn't have anything either. So, we're just gonna
It's a Keller beer.
Flying blind.
we're gonna wing it.
Okay.
I remember Sun King made their Keller beer.
This is
Keller
You
style.
know,
Keller
duty free Keller beer.
Best kind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That's why I picked this one.
High pretty pops.
I wish I would have had it
High
recorded
pretty
there.
pops.
God damn it, that was beautiful.
Still
That was-
smoking like that.
That was fun.
Oh, that looks just absolutely yeah. Just pour that amount in every glass, and we'll do a quick little clear, and then
Yeah, Ryan says nice pop.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to do the way I did it, but hey, whatever. There's a little bit left for another splash.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not on the cam though.
Not yet. Because I'll put it on in a sec, because I think I'm going to give everybody, at least on this side, and maybe more, I don't know how much is left, another little splash after this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Here, I'll put it on cam for now, I guess. And then I'll pull it down to put the rest in. Great nose.
Is that how impossibly good it is? What was that noise?
Yes.
That's what's known as beer-flavored beer. That is beer. That is just beer.
I'm glad I've got 2 more bottles there.
Like-
Malty. Fuck. Like we've been having hops, no hops. This is just malt.
There's a hair of hop. It's there to keep the edge off of the sweetness level, I
There's a
think.
little bitty tiny
Little
splash.
tidbit.
You can pass it over to them.
That is just.
That is pleasant.
Thank you.
Pretty good. That's beer.
Yeah, that's
Almost honey.
Das Bier.
Almost honey.
It is
almost.
So
yeah.
the best
Little.
bit of haze at
Yeah.
the bottom, but the top of that was pretty clear.
Yeah.
I want a pretzel.
right.
We have to go to Primeval now. I'm so sorry.
And maybe a brat.
That is tasty.
Yeah, man, I want this math and ham brats.
Just join us on November 23rd at Primeval, where you can get you one of those wonderful pretzels and listen to some comedy.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Good.
I am not upset by that at all. A slight touch of sweetness. No hops. No, that is just, I mean, there's hops, but not like hop
Just
flavor.
floral, no bittering.
Yeah, that is a pleasant, easy drinking beer. Nice little refresher after
It's a bit unique.
the beers we've had. Pillowy,
Yeah.
but not. No, pillowy's not the right word. Soft, not pillowy.
I haven't had many color beers. I mean, Kentucky had Color Haze, which is not like this.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. Hofbrau.
Okay.
That is. It's just a beer flavored beer. They're not trying to hide nothing.
No, there's
What
nothing
yeast
too
in
high.
there? We don't know.
Don't.
The Zwickel yeast from.
I get a little bit of banana clove.
Yeah.
Kind of banana nut bread.
on a Tuesday, bro.
It's Monday.
The red dog's still getting me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be burping the rest of my life.
It's velvet sour yeast.
How'd you find it?
I'm just guessing at their yeast. They're
Yeah, banana nut
There.
bread is what I'm getting from that.
Look like you having a heart attack there, Chris Foley.
Dude, fucking Farley?
Farley.
Chris Barley.
He said Foley the first time.
I did, yeah.
Mick?
I was like, that didn't sound right when I said it, but it is. I was pretty close.
Wow.
I score first on this one.
Yes.
On the one hand, I very much appreciate it. I think it's very delicious. It doesn't necessarily wow me, but on the flip side of it, I don't think it needs to. Shit. I'm going to give it 4. I would search that out again.
EB.
4. Yeah, 4.5. 4.5.
3.75 for me.
Oh.
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
It's not Seagull for me. It's not even remotely one of my favorite German beers. It's
There's a much higher bar, I understand.
it's missing a little bit of the flavor that I want. It's almost too just we're happy with what we are. I need a little bit more punch.
Nothing kind of.
Yeah, I need a punch somewhere.
Yeah.
Even a good German Pilsner or German Keller beer, anything, usually has a little bit of something that stands out, even in just, a standard German beer. That one just, to me, was almost too tame.
which makes it perfect airplane.
Oh yeah, it was a great fucking beer.
Right, and perfect for we're bringing home beer from duty free.
I mean, it's a solid beer, and if nothing else, the pop was almost worth it. Extra.
Oh yeah.
I thought about giving it that extra quarter point just because of the satisfying. What would you give it?
I would say like a 3.5. It was fine. It was perfectly serviceable.
Fine.
But it was.
Oh shit!
fine.
Didn't mean to do that. I just underscored it on here. I gotta fix that. Matt, what would you give it?
Oh, sorry.
Is it a 4, John?
That one, I'm
Yeah,
probably gonna. See, I was gonna say, but he beat me a 4. It's the beer nerd's beer. Like that's just a really well crafted beer. It's not got anything crazy in there. It's just well made. It's not hiding in it. It's just a good beer.
The thing that I think, like I said, there's nothing that pops on it, but it also, what stands out the most on it is how much it settles into just being that beer.
And even in fact, there's still that little bit of sweetness there. Like there's some things, some subtle nuance to it that still does kind of stand out, despite being a pretty low key, non-wild beer. There's still like little hints and notes of like, ooh.
I
Solo
enjoyed it.
again.
I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Last solo of the night. Yeah, so we'll keep that. I'm gonna keep that bottle. Brewing.
Yeah,
probably.
you should keep that bottle.
Fuck yeah.
Will it pop again if I open it? No.
You can try. Just click it all the way down, and then take around the other side.
Do what?
Flip it around.
Yeah.
Reverse it.
It popped a little bit.
Well, Missy
Of course,
Elliott.
it's not the same. You gotta give it a little shake.
John, your boob is almost out.
Oh no! Oh
Which
no!
Trying to fucking find this damn beer.
Solo.
Oh,
Does that
that's
come up for solo?
Sorry,
No.
after you told me that story, I had to.
too many options.
Sherry, and then that one right there. And then Imperial.
I had a very good hygienically run sanitary station
There it is, I think.
at the wedding, but I did wear the
Yep.
shirt.
So.
So.
So some people got a free
call.
show.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I had so much.
They got to enjoy your meat
looking
and the
up
view.
The brewery,
Yeah.
just being like, what is this?
Give the people what they want.
Why
man.
do you let this search well?
Sex sells, they say.
the
Sex
small dark words on purple. It's a little rough.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a silver medal winner. It's right there.
Okay. It's
Um,
also metal.
your Cretan craft beer. They changed that because it's not the hoppy one anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Imperial Stout. Totally dark, rich, and massive with dominant notes of dark chocolate, roasted malts, and coffee. This is the personality of our award-winning Imperial Stout. Pair it with a piece of dark chocolate. Our brewery is based in Heraklion, and we are looking forward to your visit.
I'm looking forward to
9% ABV.
this. 9?
Big, but not as big as the Imperial.
Yeah.
This
The Imperial
massive
IPA.
beer.
Hey, it's Greek. Okay.
That's 1% less than our Imperial IPA.
Yeah. I'm just, we'll see how much.
Bottle cap, sir.
Are there any legal ABV limits or anything strange we should know about the Greek market?
I'm sure there are, but the beer side, I think they're skating under different limits. Water, it seems to be also a much bigger problem than a lot of the American breweries have to deal with.
Oh,
I think I say water even seems to have an ABV. Like,
that's kind of where I thought he was going
I mean,
with it for a
they-
second. I was like,
they serve a lot of Rocky. That is very, very much. Yeah. Would you like a shot after dinner? Please have a shot after dinner.
twist my arm.
It'll be interesting to see what those water profiles are.
I love the head color.
Yeah, and the stay
it looks like a nice mocha, whipped
that
on the top.
smells very, very dark.
It poured very, very dark. It poured thick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It smells very dark chocolatey,
Very
borderline like
roasty.
cocoa.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
The fuck is that?
That's kind of funky.
What?
I don't think that's what they were trying to do.
Oh, it tastes like
Wow.
Grippos.
Like what?
Grippos.
I like Grippos though.
Not.
Ooh,
I was not
second.
expecting that to.
It's very vegetal.
Yeah, it's like.
It's like it's been a little funkified, a little soured.
All right, I'm just gonna get rid of this.
Yeah.
Huh. That's
Oh, there's a hint of
Hint of shit.
toasted chocolate.
yeah. I got a lot of
Oh,
toastiness.
a
on
big,
the
a bigger, a bigger drink is not the way to
No,
go.
it was worse.
Oh,
That's a bad idea.
Big gulp was a bad idea.
It's a little
Oh.
sour.
That was a rough way to end.
nose. I'm sorry.
No,
Also,
No.
super interesting.
I'm not. I
It was a great night,
Yeah.
all night long.
The irony was the entire night was really great beers, and then just the last one.
Well, and the thing is that I really enjoy this beer.
So do you think it's just bottle?
You're enjoying that beer?
Right now, or like when you had it before.
Yes. I this weird funky shit is the kind of thing that
Ugh.
every once in a while is great for
Digestive health.
cheesecake, for big cheese.
I'm not putting it in a cheesecake. I'm drinking it currently.
No, you drink it. You have a giant, massive cheesecake, and you cut the cheesecake
Take me to
richness with
Cheesecake
this.
Factory after this because
Yeah. What she said.
we're going to Cheesecake.
I'll have what she's having.
Oh,
This is about to
my.
make me biblical. Take me to church. Get rid of this shit. I need exercise.
Evie's gonna go first on this one too. You gotta script the score.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about putting that hand sanitizer on my tongue.
At
Same
least
sensation.
a 3.75.
It's a 0.75.
At least. Wow.
That is a
Drain pour.
garbage fucking beer.
Drain pour. For
That is
you.
drain pour
Wow.
quality.
Wow.
No, I bumped it up to a 0.5.
I said 0.75 on mine.
I know.
Oh.
I was thinking of 0.25.
So what's that average out to?
What is it?
Way too high.
What, 1.75 or something like
Yeah,
that?
1.75.
Oh.
Fucking Evie.
Ugh.
We still love you though. Wow, that was
That was not right.
unpleasant.
It is like a really long espresso. It's
I
so
like
hard.
espresso.
Hey, if you make espresso,
Wrong?
yes. If you take it too long, you end up with a really acid forward, grainy shot.
All right, so we know two people on this end were right. What were your guys' scores?
I mean, it wasn't drain pour for me, but it was like a 2. I'd call it a 2.
Matt?
0.5.
That was very quick.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I think we had a compromised bottle.
I
don't
would
believe
agree.
that that's how that's supposed to
I
be.
don't think that was the goal,
Agree
but
that was not how it's supposed to taste.
Because the toastedness that came through, I was intrigued by.
I think that's supposed to be dark, roasty, silky. I don't think that's supposed to be at all funky tart.
Purdue won.
It seems like that was an issue with that bottle.
yeah, we've had that happen with other breweries too. Like sometimes just a bad run or just a bad bottle, so it's not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Well, it did
wasn't
make it
it?
a couple thousand miles.
And I wasn't impressed with any of that brewery's carbonation, to be honest.
God, that was...
I'm so
Do I want to
sorry.
revolution
No, you're good.
beer?
You want to know why? Because the rest is... No. I gotta drive home later. The rest of the beers were fantastic. Well, mostly.
which almost made that seem more worse.
True.
Because if we had like a rocky night with ups and downs, ebbs and flows, like okay, perfect. But we had like pretty solid. Most things were hovering around that 4 or over range.
So I found one brewery I really liked, and one brewery I didn't like as much.
Yeah.
That's one thing I learned today.
Yeah.
If I go to Greece, I know what labels to look for.
Santorini.
Donkeys.
Donkeys.
Just look for the donkey and you found the beer.
Who ordered the red donkey?
Alright. As always, beer of the night. Beer of the night does not have to be the best beer. It can be the one that surprised you the most as well. Still has to be good surprise. Because trust me, that stout just surprised me.
Definitely surprised
So
me.
that was the surprise.
But, Matt, beer of the night, what are you going with?
Oh, sorry, that was bad. I'm going with Red Donkey. That, yeah.
Yeah.
Beer of the night.
Red Donkey.
Beer of the night.
Red Donkey.
Beer of the night.
Red Donkey would be the Vulcan, but Red Donkey.
Red Donkey
really,
number 5.
That Vulcan was close for me.
Yeah.
But Red Donkey. It's Red Donkey.
I mean, that's so unique and different.
I
and
had
good.
a feeling that was going to be the across the board.
Yeah.
We don't have that very often.
No, when all of us gave it a ridiculously high score while also not actually knowing how to score it
I
and
need
judge
that
it based
bottle, too.
on like the style of beer. What were we saying,
I
John?
need that bottle.
So you can take a picture.
Yeah.
It's the definition of the fuck did I just drink? But I really fucking liked it.
That was a very fun one. Like that, amidst like a night of mostly good and solid beers and ones that had their things that stood. That one stood out the most. It was the most original thing that I've had in my mouth in a while.
You just did the night with Reem and Tyler.
Oh,
I did.
my.
And we were on the same couch for a while. I was curled up at the end like a cat, but you know.
That's the best part.
Yeah, you just know your place, man.
Evidently, it's in the chair in the garage for a while. Because that's where I passed out. Damn. EB, thank you so much for bringing these beers.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And
appreciate it,
sharing
sir.
this
Little-
lovely
little
nectar of the gods.
Pan-Hellenic beer tasting.
Especially this nectar of the gods. Or that nectar of the gods. Or that one. Basically, the donkeys and Vulcan were nectar of the gods. Still pretty fucking good.
Twickle.
Still pretty fucking good. I could handle that one. Not so much. No.
No.
Which I gotta wonder if that's just because it aged. It was aging poorly.
Which is possible. It happens. All I know is overall great night. Overall, even the ones I didn't like as well, like for instance the Saison, not my beer. Still had some good notes. Still had some good qualities. It was unique, a little different. So very much worth drinking. That was, I think, how I described it. Was like, not really my thing, but worth
A
drinking.
lot of unique beers.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
And of course, always thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Guys, make sure you check out all our upcoming events, especially Full Fest this weekend and Two Beerded Guys Comedy on Tap. Tickets are on sale right now. We're down to like our last 15 or 20. You better get them now before they're gone.
Yes. Come join us. It's going to be a blast.
I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
My dog B&Q.
Our guest today.
E.B. Hunter.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, you know him, you love him, you're glad you can't see him.
I'll screen Matt.
Later.